Hello there. Today I want to talk to you about determining if you have more visits from mobile devices or fewer visits from mobile devices since Google rolled out its mobile-friendly update. So, in my previous article down here, how many mobile visitors do you have? I just showed you how to see that. How many visitors do you have? This will be different in that we'll be comparing a date range. So we will look at before Google rolled out its mobile changes and after. So as some of you might know, Google rolled out changes to how it evaluates websites on April 21st, 2015. And it's got some documentation here about what all these changes mean. And in a nutshell, if your website is mobile friendly according to its standards, and your competitor's website is not mobile friendly according to Google's standards, you would have a leg up on them if they were searching for, if someone was searching for your product online. The mobile-friendly website, in theory, should have the opportunity to rank higher than the non-mobile-friendly website, just because the website is mobile-friendly. So let's go in here and look at how to do this in Google Analytics. And some people, since the change rolled out, have not changed their website, and it's not mobile friendly, and some people have made a change. So it would be good to know how all of this is affecting you regardless of where you're at, whether you made changes or not. So you go to Google Analytics. It's really quick and easy to figure this out. We're going to access Google Analytics once we get there, and you just get there by going to google.com/analytics/ and then all this other stuff just happens, so don't worry too much about that. And then you click Access Google Analytics or sign into Google Analytics. And then in my case, because I have more than one website that I can see, I have to type in my domain name. Now, here's where we're going to figure out how to see how your mobile traffic is now compared to how it used to be before the Google mobile friendly changes. So I'm going to click on the date range. And I'm going to click Compare, and I'm going to click Previous Period. So what this does is if I want to look at 30 days of information, down here will automatically be switched to the previous 30 days for me. So it'll be the same time frame. So in our case, what we're going to do is we're going to start out by clicking this space if it is not, this field, if it's not already highlighted. And we're going to choose April 21st, the day Google changed the world. And we're going to go, in my case, I like the idea of going over 2 months because it's a nice long bit of time. And that gives us, you know, in some cases, a more accurate read on all this because, you know, people have made changes, people have heard about this. So here I've got this big window of time now, and I can see overall how my mobile traffic has changed. And then the compare to, I don't have to do anything to it because I clicked previous period. So I'll just click apply. And I'm going to go to audience. Now, if audience is closed, so I'm over on my left-hand side here, if audience is closed, click it, open it, and then scroll down to mobile, scroll down to overview, and here is where we've been before in that other blog post. You'll be able to see desktop, mobile, and tablet. And we're asking the question, am I getting more visits or less visits since Google rolled out its mobile-friendly changes? So I'm going to focus right here, and I can see that I am getting more visits. This is my new date range, you know, April 21st to June 24th, than I was before February 15th to April 20th. Now, I can tell you in my case, as a side note, that I haven't changed my website in that time frame. No, not at all. I have not been a studious a person updating my website on a consistent basis during that time frame, which is great because this gives me a much more accurate reading than if I were adding content all the time and doing different things to the website. So for those of you who have pretty much done nothing or very little to your website, this is one way to see have those mobile-friendly changes affected my traffic or not. This data might not be as valid under a lot of other circumstances, but if your website stayed relatively the same, this is going to give you an idea. And in my case, I've gotten more. Now, I did not change my website after the mobile-friendly rollout happened. My website was already mobile-friendly long before February 15th, long before being December of 2014, but in the world of the web, that is long. So this is like just no variables have changed, and I've gotten more traffic. So I might, from this, it's just an assumption, there's other things you would do to test this if you really, really, really wanted to know. But one assumption I can make from this, since nothing really has changed, is that yeah, it did help me out. Chances are there are other websites out there that talk about the same stuff I do, that I would compete against in the search rankings, that aren't mobile friendly, and I am. So I'm potentially getting more visits, because of that one factor. It's a broad assumption, I'll give you that, for those of you who do a lot of data analysis, but for just this basic scenario, I am getting more visits. Now that's really good. If you were getting fewer visits, that's more your concern, that's more your 4-alarm fire at this point, because that probably means if your website's not mobile friendly, you need to make it mobile friendly. If your website is mobile friendly and you're getting fewer mobile visits, then that's a whole other can of worms to look at and to start diagnosing why, if nothing else has changed. But there you have it, nice and simple, easy to find out, and from there you can start to make some decisions about whether you want to go mobile friendly or not, or keep an eye on it, because as time goes on, other people will become more mobile friendly. So it's just one thing to look at in this big world of analytics.